Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm Phil. Welcome to Flat Creek Outdoors. It's been almost 2 months since I filmed a video for you guys. I'm not too happy with myself about that, to be honest, but it just is what it is. We've got a Christmas tree farm, so obviously through November and December, we're busy with that, and it's just been tough for me to dedicate any time to this channel. But I just finished sharpening up my saw. I've got a load of wood that was just delivered. I'll show you guys, and we're going to start bucking up some logs here. I've got a new truck behind me. That was a recent acquisition, and you guys have harassed me plenty in the past year or more about my old truck. I've had a Nissan Frontier for the last almost 5 years now. It's been a great truck. In fact, I've already spent more on repairs on this truck than I have in the last 5 years on my other truck. I haven't gotten rid of the Nissan yet, though. I'm still gonna probably use it for a little while. I'm contemplating selling it. Not sure if I'm gonna, but I'll show you more about this truck later in the video. I think it's gonna be a good workhorse here on the farm. But for now, though, let's get to work. Figure I'd go ahead and check these for moisture. Still off the charts high. 45.50. That's on the oak. There's some hickory in here too. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, still way too high. This pile of logs is the first log delivery I ever got. I think it came, was it last May? I showed you guys a video, and I was all excited when it came, and I know when it was delivered I was thinking I got to get splitting on this because it's going to get hot soon and I'm not going to want to split on it in the summertime. And then guess what, it got hot, we got busy, and here the logs are. Some of them are already starting to grow like some fungi all over it, and hopefully a lot of that bark with the yucky stuff on it's going to come off when we split it. Most of that oak, you know, the bark falls right off, so not too worried about it. Nothing's really rotting in here, but this stuff has been sitting here for a while, and I bet it was cut for at least 6 months before we got it. We got this stuff, these were all sawmill cull logs, so most of what's in here have, you know, either a lot of knots, or they're not perfectly straight, or they're not big enough to go through the sawmill, and that's why we got those. Now, the other delivery, let me compare here. The average length over here is probably 12 to 14 feet at the longest, versus this other load that we got came in a tri-axle dump truck, and the average length there is a lot longer. What's that? At least 16, 18 feet for most of them. And the diameter on most of these logs is considerably bigger, though there's some skinny ones in there. This is a mix of oak and hickory. I can see quite a few hickory logs in here, so I'm excited about that. And anyway, a lot of good stuff here. I just need to get to work. So this upcoming weekend, I actually have one of my workers, one of my part-time workers that helps us out during Christmas time, is going to come back and help split. So I'm trying to get as much of this bucked up as I can here today. I've got a few hours here to work. The other thing I'm doing, which adds time to this project a little bit, but I'm moving the woodyard again from up here at the front of the property to kind of back in the middle of the property. And I'm primarily doing that just out of respect for a new neighbor that we have over here. A new neighbor who works an odd shift. She's a nurse. Or she might not be a nurse, but she's in the medical field and she works odd shifts, and she's here during the day most days. And I just, out of respect, don't want to be out here running loud equipment right next to their house for hours on end, maybe when she's trying to sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and move it move everything back. So as I'm bucking everything up, I'm loading it on the tractor and taking it back to where I now have the splitter. The other advantage there is that I don't have to haul the splitter back and forth like I did up here. Up here is my parking area. I'm out in front of my property's gate. I don't feel comfortable leaving the splitter out here in the open overnight. So every time that I want to use it, I've got to haul it up here and take it back, which isn't a big deal, but it is something else to do. So I'm just investing a little bit of work here, bucking this up and taking it on back. So let me get another few logs worth here bucked up, and I'll show you where we got the splitter. So this is where I'm going to keep the splitter from now on, and I'm going to stack and stage my wood up here as well. I kind of did a rough calculation. I think I've got enough room to store about 15 cords of wood here right on this little hilltop between a couple little sections of Christmas trees up here. I want to have a lot more than that, so once I fill this up, I'll have to make a plan for what else I'm going to do, but that at least gets me started up here, and it's back in kind of the middle of the property where I can comfortably leave the splitter all the time. And I started over here a few days ago, didn't film it, but I've got some green red oak right there. That's going to be for what, 2024 wood. And then I've got some aged oak over there that I'll be able to sell maybe as soon as this spring. And then I've got, you know, stuff that I started bucking up and dropping off here. So I've got one tractor load here on the ground, and then I've got what I just brought over. So I want to get several loads here today, but I just wanted to give you kind of the layout of what's going on, because the next thing that we're going to do over here, once I got a nice collection of wood, is spend most of a day just splitting wood out here and getting a whole bunch of it, you know, kind of prepped, and then we'll have to start stacking. And I know guys who do a lot of wood don't bother stacking, but I think just based on the amount of space that I have and the quantities that I do, it's still completely manageable. Plus I like the way that it seasons when it's in a stack. It's nice and clean, and you know, the bark falls off, and just, you know, it's easy. So we'll keep doing that. Last video I showed you guys, if you remember, it was almost 2 months ago, but I bucked up a hickory log back there that I drug out of the woods. It's still there, so I need to bring it over here. There's a red oak tree that I took down along that tree line. It's still there, so I need to bring it over here, buck it up and bring it over here. So I've got plenty of firewood work. And anyway, I'll quit spinning around, make you dizzy. I'm going to unload this. We'll go back up to the front. I'm going to work on this some more, but I'm not going to show you all that. The next thing I'll show you is kind of the collection of blocks that I've got over here to split up, and we'll do that on another video here in a couple days. But I'll show you the truck, the new truck I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Some of you guys I know are into trucks, and I'm happy to show it to you. I think it got a pretty good deal. And let me get this unloaded, and we'll go take a look at it. So here it is, the new truck that's going to maybe replace the Nissan. At least this is going to be the workhorse. And we also got this because we've had this camper now over a year, and we've never taken it anywhere because my other truck couldn't pull it. So maybe we'll start doing a couple trips here and there with that. But that is a 2005 F-250. That's a 17-year-old truck. It only has 82,000 miles on it. It's had a bunch of work done to it, and it's got a little lift. It's got oversized tires. It's Lariat package, so it's leather on the inside. I'm going to show you the inside because this thing is spotless. I don't think this truck has done much work in its lifetime. The bed is relatively scratch-free, damage-free. I mean, my Nissan definitely has a lot more wear on it than this 17-year-old truck. So whoever had it before did not use it hard, and I've been kind of counting on this since diesel prices went up last year. I was thinking anybody who doesn't really need a heavy-duty truck is going to be getting rid of it. I've been watching the market. This truck came on, and I thought it was a pretty good deal. Show you the inside here. Like I said, it's the Lariat package, so it has leather, power seats, heated seats. You can tell there's hardly any wear on the seats at all. It's got an updated stereo system. It's even got a subwoofer in behind the back seat, though I don't really care about that. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good truck. Yes, I know diesel prices are high. I don't think this is going to be my daily driver. If I get rid of the Nissan, I'm going to get probably a small compact car just for running errands around town because I don't need to be doing that at 12 miles a gallon. But I think that, like I said, this is going to be a workhorse. And for a lot of the heavy duty work I do around the farm, my Nissan just isn't quite enough. And there's some other things related to our business that this truck's going to open up some opportunities for. For example, if we need to go out and get a load of Christmas trees somewhere, this truck can hook up a much larger trailer and I can go get a much larger load of trees. So that's kind of what I'm thinking and part of the justification for getting a truck like this. But you guys let me know what you think. This truck, 2005, with all the updates. It's got some performance updates too, which I don't really know anything about, but it has the 6-liter diesel, which apparently these are known for having some issues, but the engine's been studded. It's got a bigger turbo. It's got bigger exhaust. It has the coolant filter system. Might have a couple other things, honestly. I don't know all the work that's been done to it, but it sounds like at least some expensive work has been done to it. But anyway, I paid $21,000 for this truck out the door with taxes and fees and everything. So you know, the actual sale price of the truck was like $19,200 or $19,300, something like that. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'm seeing the market kind of continue to go down for diesel trucks. Who knows, maybe if I waited another, I don't know, month or 2 or 3 or 6, whatever, maybe the market for diesels would have gone down even farther and I could have gotten an even better deal on a truck like this. I know they're popping up on the market more and more as people start to really feel the pain of the high diesel prices. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this truck. Let me know how I did, and anyway, we'll just keep using it around here. Like I said, it's going to be primarily a work truck for the farm. Well, thanks for tagging along today, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the truck. I'm gonna have a lot more videos for you guys, especially related to firewood as we progress through the winter here, and then of course as we get back into springtime, there's some other stuff to do around the farm. We kind of take some attention off of firewood, but at least for the next 8 weeks or so, should be a lot of firewood work. Going to take down some more trees in a couple different areas, and we got some other projects coming up that I'm going to be happy to share with you guys. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.